Hi, and welcome back to another day of what we like to call Mega. Um,
So the story behind that, okay, so
We're
Oscar.
dropping like flies here, folks.
Yeah, okay, Oscar, you guys know the story about him if you've been keeping up with us. And now,
Thanos snapped and it hit us hard.
Automati is now sadly gone too. She has switched classes. We're sad to hear that.
Yeah.
So, and then,
I'm not bad.
Yeah. Given's here, he's just
sick.
oh.
He's here in spirit. It's like I can still hear his voice.
He's gone.
Yeah,
not
there it
forgotten.
is.
I'm not dead.
Again,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this place
It's
is
like he's
haunted.
still here.
Can you hear something? Yeah, you hear
Did the
something?
wind pick up? But today's topic, we have several topics, but we're gonna start out with the food truck that our school has bought. There's a competition, or I don't think it's a competition, but there's like a naming thing going on where,
It's basically a competition.
yeah, whoever has the best name is what the food is gonna be called. Do you have any names that you
I already
submitted?
submitted mine, so no one else can take it. But it's Eagle Eats.
That was pretty good when you first told me. That was pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Imagine if someone like put in like a good one and they won, and it was just like anonymous.
No, it's not.
I would.
Nah, I'll
be
put my
like-
name
I
so
would
that
be
way
like,
if I
"Oh,
win,
by
I
the
get
way, that
that
was
credit.
me.
It's like if you guys want to claim it, everyone just calls in and claims it. No, but what was yours? You submitted a couple.
I put Eagles Eatery, like like Papa's Pizzeria.
She
Eateria.
took your concept and changed it, bro.
Eagles
It made it
Eateria.
worse. I'm kidding.
So okay, you're about to witness a fight live. Oh, she popped it next to you, right? Here you go.
No, it really hurt.
You put in another one too.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
what
I
is she
can't
gonna
remember
do?
what they are.
It was like Eagles fried or something like that.
Oh, fried eagles.
Yeah. you put fried eagles. I didn't put any. I was just enjoying watching y'all come up with some stuff.
Do you have any in mind?
I'd have to think long and hard. I couldn't just like I would
The
need
evil
days to think
mobile.
about it. You know how I am. I
Yeah.
have to think about everything, my options carefully. So if I let any of y'all know, stay tuned.
Don't take it.
By the time you figure out the name, the contest will already be over.
By
then,
2
like,
months.
they'll figure it out already, right? And now I'll finally come up with one, and then they just change the name because mine's too fire. That's how it be sometimes. So, like,
Fire Eagles.
so what do you think about the new food truck?
Grilled Eagles. Sorry.
So what do you guys think about the new food truck? Like, do you think it's like a good idea?
I think it will be very beneficial for the people that can't. Well, the reason they bought it is because the school offers free lunch and free food during the summer for people that can't afford food at their home, or people like little kids and stuff that just don't have a home, like teenagers that don't have a home. And many of them don't live in town. Many of them have to get rides into town, like for the buses and stuff. And the food truck will be used not only for special events, but also those kids will get the food kind of delivered to wherever they live. Like if they live 30 minutes away, the food truck will be there. I feel like that's what it means. It'll just be closer to them rather than having to drive all the way here or having to pitch rides and stuff. Because that's kind of unsafe if they're doing, because there's no buses in the summer.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who I guess don't really understand what the food truck is actually for.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of confusion going around.
Also, there's a lot of people being mad. There's a
Yeah.
lot of anger about the
Because
food
I
truck.
haven't heard that. I haven't heard that like as being the actual reason. But if that actually is it, which I believe you, like that's honestly really beneficial to a lot of people. A lot of people are getting mad because they're like, oh, like it's only going to be used during certain events. It's not going to be here during school.
Yeah,
Like,
but
why
why would
would
it
they
be
even buy
during
it?
school?
I
like,
guess, but
I
like it's-
never get that. We have school lines, even though we only have 2.
and the snack bar.
And the snack.
Although why everyone's complaining, y'all get lunch from y'all's parents.
Yeah.
Rats.
I think many people don't know what the school actually does for us, and I know it's like, oh my god, like kill the patriarchy, but the school does a lot. If you ever need your clothes washed, let's say that at home maybe you don't have a washer, or maybe
They have the Eagle's Nest now.
yeah.
They made a video about that. Like I was watching it too. Like just about all the things that the school is providing.
The Eagle Nest is basically there's body wash, perfume.
Oh,
Socks.
that right
Socks.
there.
Yeah, it's where Miss Polanco is. Like, where
Yeah.
if you go into that
There's a
little
lot of
office-
spare things, toothbrushes, toothpaste, mouthwash, toothpicks. I don't know. There's a lot. You need to go check it out. I think it's a really great concept. I thought about it too. I thought my concept was putting it in the bathrooms because that's where people are most comfortable in. You know what I mean? Like if they put
Wait,
like-
in the restroom?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like her idea would be like putting things like in there that like are necessities, and
Yeah.
then that way like you can
You-
go in and go out without people seeing you.
Yeah,
like
'cause-
you're in the like confinement of your own space. People won't see you take anything, so pride won't be a factor in.
Yeah, because if you have to go into the eagle's nest, there's still teachers, you know, there, and you don't have to talk to them to get anything. But my thing was that I'm a very prideful person, and I'm not saying it's wrong to take anything. Like if anything, go at it. Don't take something you don't need though, because someone might need it. It's just I'm a very prideful person, and if I needed anything, I know I would be like, Angel, can you go get it for me? Because like I would not want to go get it. And there's nothing wrong with taking anything from there, but I wouldn't. I think it would be a better concept if, and this is totally like constructive criticism, because I know a lot of high schoolers tend to be a little bit self-conscious and just like, you know, and I know I think it would be better if it was in the bathroom, because let's say you're on your period and you need a pad, why would you need to go all the way there when they could be in the restroom, you know?
What else would there be for you in your concept of the bathroom besides like you said any necessities for your period?
like feminine products, I think those are great. I think they bought dried shampoo, and I think that's amazing. I think because there's a lot of people that like maybe don't have water at home, they can just dry shampoo their hair, which is like really helpful. They also have like shampoo and stuff, but I just think they should open up the showers from like over there, because you're not gonna wash your hair in the sink, you know?
I heard that they do. I think I was with you that.
No,
it-
that's it's not those showers. Like it's not the changing room showers. Like in
Which showers is it?
it's the ones from like these gyms. I think.
The locker room gym?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what I was talking about.
I was talking about like the locker room over there, like the one in like the good gym, like the big gym over there. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Like the one next to the football field. That's the one that should be open. You know?
That one is the one we go where we lift weights?
Yes.
Yeah, that one is.
It's
I heard that the athletic director that
They
he goes
opened it?
that they go over there and open it. Yeah, when they were explaining it to us. If you need any like showers or anything, like they'll open them for you. And, like,
I know we also have a service where if you need your clothes washed, but
Mm.
I thought that's what the whole thing was. But
What
I
is
guess
it?
you can also take showers.
What is your input on it, Gabriel, about the schools making changes for everyone? Like,
That's good. I was gonna say earlier, like, yeah, the idea of putting the stuff in the restrooms would be good, but if I'm gonna be honest, kids can't take care of that stuff's gonna be all over the place, especially the dude's restroom.
Yeah, no, I get
Like
it.
I could
But
like
I
like
mean, my idea was for the girls, because
the girls I could see
like
it working.
like it or not, like girls are a little bit more clean, and girls are gonna be like, oh shoot, like yeah, like, cause girls take care of each other. Like
what would you do for like this handful of guys that would need like some stuff? Like I know guys like a lot of majority of the guys like they would like y'all are saying, but what about like the handful of like guys or boys that need those things?
I think maybe they should implement like a little locker in there, kind of, you know, instead of like the same concept of having it here, but in the restroom, like just a little locker or just a little place, not like have it everywhere, like in every single stall, but have it like at the entrance of the bathroom. I think that would be a good idea, because having to go all the way over there, it's just, I personally wouldn't like it.
Would that fit your idea that you were just bringing up about like the guys and like everyone being all messy if we put like a little locker?
I think that would work, but God, it sounds bad because like it's like I like that's a good idea, but like you know people are gonna find a way to mess it up.
Yeah.
And that's just how people are in the school. They find ways to mess everything
If you
up.
ever need racers, because obviously they don't have them at the EONS, you can just go to the front and you can. They have shaving cream at the EONS though, and they're trying to find Nair, like the thing that just hair removes. Like you put it on, it's like a paste. And you
Yeah.
put it on.
Oh,
and
you
it
just
removes it.
rip off.
No, no, no. You just like you leave it there for like 10 minutes and then you wipe it off and all your hair is gone.
Oh, where's the fun in that? Just
I know.
That's wax.
I know a lot of that though is because like a lot of people like were just refused like to shave their like facial hair,
Mhm.
and then like so they just have spare razors just in case they need to like.
They need to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
they just force them just zoom.
Well, yeah, because it's either that or get sent home, and I.
No,
believe-
you don't get sent home. You get sent to ISS.
I remember the first week of school.
Yeah,
it
the
was,
first-
but then now they're enforcing it harder, and you would just go to ISS.
Yeah, you would just go to ISS for the rest of the day, which is just a really big price to pay for something that you could just get rid of. You know?
That's a big goof.
Yeah.
Or another topic that I wanted to bring up is like, have you guys noticed like how cold like it's been? Like we
Yes.
haven't really like experienced like long periods of time where it's been cold, but like it's like happening everywhere.
I feel like sorry, but
Icy
I
beach.
think the first year I got here, it was like really cold. You know, it was like everything was frozen and it was cold, and we couldn't come to school like during the December month. I remember I didn't come to school, and it's just like, dang, like
Are we gonna be the new Alaska?
I think nowadays, like we have cold days, but we don't have cold months, you know? And I think that's really crazy, because like the year difference, it was like 3 years ago that it was like still that way. And I think it's just so crazy that, oh my god, I have something in my eye. That, oh my gosh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just something fogging up my eye. But I think it's kind of crazy that, like, we used to have all winter was cold, and now like half of winter was like, what's going on? And then the other half, like now, it's pretty freaking cold.
It's really cold, and like I was saying, it's everywhere. Like I was looking at an article this morning. In Afghanistan, they just got hit hard, like with
Yes.
huge like rush of like snow, like just cold like weather, and they're not exactly entirely sure on the fatalities or the casualties, but like as of right now, like they're up to about like 17 like deaths
And
of
those
just
were-
where the roofs can't support like the heavy weight of the snow, so it just caves in and like it's like suffocating like
Dead
families,
bodies.
and like there's just a bunch of people that it's affecting. And I remember reading that the temperatures are getting like below like negative 12 degrees, like that's
Which
what
is
it was
just
at.
so crazy.
Like imagine like we're like at like 27. That's like the worst that we've seen in like for a while.
I've
Like
been
they're
at-
at negative 12.
I've been at 0, and it's just it's killer. Like I've been at 0 degrees, and it's like I couldn't handle it. Like I remember we went to, what's it called? It's like this little town in Arizona. It's like Lime. I don't know. It's like Mont Lime or something like that. And it's like, it's really cold there. I thought it was really cold. And then when I heard you say negative 12, I was like, what? Like that's a thing?
And then I mean, it wasn't interesting for the person that it happened to, but I mean, like the fact that he was able like to quit, like to think. So in Afghanistan with the heavy snow that was happening, and he was stranded in the middle of nowhere, and like it was just like covered in snow. So he had to make with his body like a big SOS in the snow, and like he had to make it big enough for the people in
Yeah.
helicopter, like bird's eye view, so when they're flying to see it, so they could rescue him.
That's so scary.
And like it was big too. It wasn't just like small. Like it was like huge.
Was he stranded like in a car?
I'm not exactly sure. The article I read was just like, oh, like he was stranded and like it was freezing cold, and he had to like save himself, so he did the SOS. And I have to read more on it. It was just like a little quick, like just to like
To
tell
show you,
like
yeah.
to tell you how bad that it is. Like
Yeah.
they experience like bad weather, like winter weather conditions before, but like not to this degree.
Yeah.
So like it has all of them like baffled as to what to do, like what's
Yeah.
their next move.
Because what do you truly do when life catches you off guard? You know, when you didn't plan for it.
And like even like the people in their homes, like they were like just like in there like minding their business, and then it caves in like the snow
Yeah,
like
like
kills
what
you.
can you do?
But how do you feel, Gabriel, about like how cold it's been? Like not even like just over there, like just here.
Like, yeah, it's cold, but I feel here it's tolerable.
It's taller.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like I know like I complain a lot, and it's like, oh my god, it's so cold.
That kind of
But
sucks though. Snow is like something we see and we get happy about. It's just out here emptying people's cars.
I think
Sorry if I joke about these stuff, but that's how I deal with it.
I think it's crazy that we used to get snow, and now because of like climate change and all of that, and that's why they are getting heavy snow. If you don't know how climate change works, I recommend that you look it up. But also, it's not just like, oh, everything gets hotter, because world like warming, that's what it sounds like, right? Everything gets hotter, but in reality, we have ice caps and they're melting, so the
Sea
ocean
level.
levels are rising. We get more like, because they're melting, everything gets colder, because that's what happens when your ice cubes in your drink melt. It gets colder. Am I right? Yes. And am I right? Yes.
We don't have any time to fact check it, but we'll just.
I mean,
I know, but like for the joke.
yeah, and that's what's happening basically. And at some point, it is just gonna be hot, and that's what we're dreading, because if everything's hot, nothing's really gonna work. You know? I think that's all the time we have for today. Kevin, if you're still listening.
Oh, there's the spirit again.
There's the spirit again.
Kevin, if you're listening, please end this live in 3, 2, see you tomorrow. You're not ending it.
Well,